So you want to come to Canada, eh? Wondering if we live in igloos? Well, my name's Tanner Swan, and I'll be your Canadian ambassador for Fleming College today. Welcome to the Australian Exchange Student video clip. I really appreciate you guys coming out today and learning about our Canadian culture. What I'm about to show you is how our traditions compare, our local regulations, and where to find our shops, banks, and local services. Before you know it, Canada will be your second home. Is it okay if I talk to you guys about myself for 60 seconds? Thank you. I'm in my second year in business marketing at Fleming College. I'm a part of the Fleming rugby team, and I participated in the leadership program here. I can remember my first day. I felt completely ostracized, and I only had my schedule with me. When I walked into our lecture class, our professor had to shake hands with everyone around us. I felt a little silly and I did giggle, but I realized I was making new friendships and I was able to connect with people that easily. When you come here at Fleming, you will have the same or a similar positive experience. Australia and Canada have similar cultures. However, in Australia, you have an egalitarian society. In Canada, we have a democracy, where we appoint a leader to speak on behalf of us all. In this case, a prime minister. Canadian cuisine, some of it that you're familiar with, whether it's beaver tail, maple syrup, beer, I advise you guys to try it all. It's great. Hockey and lacrosse are our national sports, and they're just as much loved in Peterborough. Our main religion is Christianity. However, we're open up to tons of religious views. And with art, we just don't stick to one genre. We're open to tons of interpretation, so go for it, and I hope you try it all out. Australia and Canada do celebrate similar holidays. We recognize our nations and those that we love and lost. We both have our national holidays, Canada's being July 1st. Anzac Day is when you commemorate those who were lost in the First World War. We have a similar day called Remembrance Day. It's November 11th, when we recognize those who fought for our freedom, and we have it today because of them. That is November 11th. We also have another day that we recognize. It happened in the United States, America. It was when September 11th when the Twin Towers came down. We usually do a moment of silence to commemorate this day. The Peterborough area is an industrial town, which means it's motivated by technology. We're also home to the college and university, which means we have tons of people to socialize with. We also have a high elderly rate, which keeps our society fairly conservative. And remember, our drinking age is 19 plus. Now when you're going downtown, going to the bars, hanging out, it's a great thing to do, but make sure you have people with you and you have a ride home. Now if you ever get put into an emergency situation where you have to drive, there's two things to keep in mind. One, drive on the right side of the road, not the left. And two, if you're 21 and under, you have to have a 0.0 alcohol blood level. And that means nothing, not even mouthwash. The Fleming College in Peterborough is home to the School of Business, Law, and Health and Wellness. So what that means is that there's 3 sections in our Fleming Society, which hosts an abundance of careers. With that said, we have tons of career services available, and also bursaries to provide you with the opportunities with education. Make sure you go to your Office of Registrar and see which ones you're applicable for. Another thing to get involved with at school is varsity sports. I enjoyed it, and there's nothing better than getting to know your peers and also getting engaged in what you love. We also have the Wellness Center right beside us. It's included in your tuition fee, and it's also a gym, a place to go swim, and there's classes there for you to participate in. Please check it out during their scheduled hours. The Fleming College in Haliburton is home to the School of Arts. So we have blown glass, drawing, and painting programs there for you guys. We also host a lot of various art clubs, weekend workshops, and outdoor photography. And the same as the Peterborough campus, we also have career services and bursaries available for you. So please check the Office of Registrar and see if you're applicable for any of them. When starting a relationship with professors at Fleming, punctuality is the key. Try to be there 5 to 10 minutes before your class. Being on time is kind of stretching it. If you're a couple minutes late, that's going to be pretty insulting to the professors. And also, remember to figure out when to be formal and informal with your professor. When he or she comes into the class, they'll do a basic intro of whether they like to be called by their first name or not. So keep that in mind. Also, professors appreciate diversity. We have tons of exchange programs. So coming from a different country is actually an advantage. We like to hear where you come from and what's different over there. So don't feel shy to bring it up. Also, there are two main ways to communicate with your professor. We have the Fleming email, which is just like a regular email, and WebCT, which is a forum that posts all your courses, what professor is responsible for them, and your course outline and assignments that are due. When living downtown, it's really important to know where the necessities are. So you have 3 main grocery stores right where you are. There's No Frills, Freshco, and Foodland. And also, when you're looking for clothes, go downtown. There's going to be tons of stores there for you. We also have Lansdowne Place, which is just a short bus ride, and it's also a shopping center with tons of food, clothes, and other things that I'm sure you'll find out. Banks, all of our major banks are downtown. And if the banks are closed and you need money quick, we have tons of ATM services that you'll find in little stores. Also laundry. You guys don't have washers or dryers, and there's a couple of laundry places in the vicinity. Make sure to check out your pamphlet to see more details. Seasonal attire is something very important to keep track of in Canada. We have 4 seasons. So the summertime, we go from a positive 30 degrees Celsius to the wintertime, a negative 20 degrees Celsius. So we're going from swimsuits to snowsuits. Make sure you visit the Weather Network to check out what weather is in store for you. It's really important if you want to prepare your day. So when you're dealing with the winter time, get boots, mittens, and a snowsuit. And try it out. Make sure when you're in the weather, you can handle it. If you need more attire, that's absolutely fine. More is better than none. I hope this video has been super helpful for you, and I'm really excited to get to know each and every one of you. Make sure you pick up my business card so we can stay in contact, and that way I can ensure you have a good stay. Welcome home.